This is Kate. Kate is the best ever. She's my brother Knox's girlfriend, but I've been claiming her as my friend. And she just is wonderful, such a hard worker. She's going to be the most epic surgeon in the world. And I'm glad you're on here. So welcome. Okay, so what have you felt crazy for that you've seen the Lord's kindness in?
Okay, see, now I'm a little bit like, I go back and forth of like, I don't know what to say, but also I just need to stop thinking. I think it would be walking with Knox and learning how to almost like find and mesh with him, and like he makes me feel crazy sometimes in the way of me not understanding, like, grown a set of balls in his words is what he
Oh
likes
my
to
gosh.
say.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I don't have an opinion, like, and I know you have a firm opinion, and it makes me feel a little bit crazy that he's just mad at me for not having an opinion. I'm like, isn't that a weird thing? Like, I want you to be the happiest ever, and you have an opinion, and I'll be happy no matter what. And I think that that's something that I'm like, it's just still adjusting to, but also understanding, especially in the sermon this morning. He talked a lot about your marriage being like one of the most important, like, judgment factors and all that, like everything, like, that proves a lot, and just kind of almost like meeting, I'm like not wording this correctly, but like almost submitting it to him in the way that I also don't get walked over and don't feel like, still feel hurt and all that, because that's a weird line of me of I've never stood up for myself that much, and then he also likes to get a little bit more passionate about things, like just like because he cares so much and likes to talk, and then that's when we butt heads over that, because I'm like, don't do this, but also I know I need to like listen to him. And I really just saw, like, this morning especially, like, I need to just take a moment and just, I don't know, step back away from it and submit to him in a different way, because he's my person and I trust him, and he can lead me in a way and not have too much pride in myself and all that. I don't know if I'm describing it right.
No, I think that makes sense. What I hear you saying is like letting his passion about things encourage you rather than discourage you for standing up for yourself in a healthy way. Because, like, at the end of the day, he values your opinion deeply, just like you do his. And so how have you seen the Lord's kindness through kind of Knox's challenge of you in that way?
Well, I just think that every single challenge that we face, like, it just grows me and grows us in our relationship. And I feel like no matter what, we always see that we can't be together in the way that we want without the Lord's presence.
Yeah.
And like between us, and like you can just feel it. Like, it's awesome. Like, every time we leave church, like, never had a bad Sunday, never had anything. Like, it's just awesome. And he just like kind of melts in. So like, same thing, we'll get in an argument and we'll go to church or something or pray, and you just feel him fill you up in a way that just like makes me feel even more full. That Knox already is. It's just like abundance of like everything and happiness in a way I didn't think that I could ever, and it's awesome.
That's awesome. That's something I really honor about y'all. They're 19, both 19, so they're still babies in that way. And like, my favorite moment was y'all, I think my mom had come home and she said that y'all had stopped on the way home and just needed a moment to pray on the side of the road, because you were like, we were at a crossroads in this conversation that's either going to go really south or we're going to need to pray and invite the Lord into this. And I really honored y'all for, like, one, the vulnerability to do that, to recognize, like, we can't do this on our own.
And he's really, really good at, like, just stopping us and, like, doing that, and, like, just thinking about, like, bringing the Lord into our relationship. And you can just, it's an immediate switch, and it's wonderful. Like, I don't know, it's just an amazing feeling that you can just, like, feel it and see it just completely shift us. And it truly, he's helped us through everything, and really could not do without it.
That's awesome. And last question, if someone else on here is listening, is learning how to advocate for themselves in a relationship in a healthy way, what encouragement would you give them?
Just keeping in mind, like, I also, like, the sermon talked a lot about, like, honoring yourself, not him, and I realized in a lot of it, like, I need to just be able to calm down and understand that my relationship with Knox is a two-way street, so just the way that I want to be heard, he wants to be heard, and he wants to, and he can push that sometimes, and I don't do that, but I just also need to understand that that's something that I can accept about him and love about him, and learn to love it, and just, like, instead of thinking about, oh, I don't like this, talk to him through it, and just, I know that it's just, he's coming out of, like, the deepness of his heart and everything, like, him caring, and that's truly what it is he just cares so much, and I see it, and he'll just passionately talk, and it's awesome because he's saying something so sweet, so, like, I just don't understand. I'm like, you're awesome because it just shows that you care so much about everyone, and I've seen him do it to you too, and I, like, didn't understand it at first, but it's just understanding and being receptive and listening, and truly just, like, listening in a way, making him feel heard, and then also you can kind of reverse it and say, you like being heard, I like being heard. I just put it into dummy words and it all works out.
That's awesome. I love it. And we love you, and we hope you have the best Friday ever. Bye.